All right, hey, what's going on, Freedomers? Okay, so I'm really like sitting with the Hermetic principles, and um, it's making me think a lot, like a lot. Um, and I'm really sitting here for the past like couple days. I've been sitting with the principle all is mind, and it's really like perplexing to me, and fascinating to have. So, to understand. So, um, all is mind, the first Hermetic principle, right? So, okay. So, it states that everything is mind, right? So, one of the things that I was reflecting on is the fact that I manifested, you know, things recently, like, you know, with bills being paid um, and the place that I have, right? And I think a lot about it, and I think to myself, um, I think to myself, if you program your mind well enough, your physical circumstances don't matter. And that, spirit told me that. And I think about it. And I think about, or your physical circumstances don't matter, because the thing I had to come across, like, I'm going to give you a quick excerpt of what I'm going to talk about later today on why black women um they don't they're not mentally programmed to love us in a certain way. And here's what I get from this principle, all is mine, right? I think to myself, like, whenever, because I'm a man, right? Whenever my woman goes outside mentally, right? Because all is mind. She goes outside, no mind, even though everything is created, or most things are created from the black mind, right? But from face value, from face value, everything that the black woman wants is gotten from a white man, a Asian man, a Indian man, an Indian man, a Arab, which is, I guess, basically all white, right? So how can the black woman really be programmed to uplift us, love us, care for us the way we want to be loved, right? If everything she gets, every part of her security, the car, the hair, the nails, the home, the clothes, it does not come from anybody that looks like me. If all is mind, how can she mentally cope to love somebody who looks like her if everything she gets is from somebody else? And I had to really like sit with that shit, because Dr. Umar put me onto that. I had to really sit with that shit. Like, if I go outside and everything that I want comes from somebody else, and even the God I serve don't look like me, how the fuck is she supposed to love me if everything else comes from if everything else comes from everybody else? Like, that's well, if you're thinking about programming, that's really genius for real. But not even the God she serves looks like me. Doesn't look like this. The God she serves does not look like this. The God she serves looks like this. And I had to really think, if from a philosophical standpoint, all is mind. So if the mind that she serves, because that's what God is, the highest mind, how can she love the black mind if everything mentally she is taught to serve comes from here? How? That shit don't even make no motherfucking sense. Like, when you really think about that shit, you like, wait a minute. Because you know what she gonna see me as? If you really know if you really thinking, she gonna see me as the ops. Because it is not, because if she goes to all these mines for her security, how the fuck is she supposed to love me? And all I supply her is with some dick. That's it. And that's why black men gotta be better. Because her world does not come from you. Now, of course, all of these origins are from the black man. Don't get it fucked up. But most people don't know that. Or they don't value it. They're not taught it at home. So if they're not taught it at home, or home, if you look at astrology, meaning the seat of the woman, because that's what home is. The seat, that's what your house is, your home is. The seat of the woman. If she's not taught that at home, what the fuck is she supposed to do when she sees somebody like me? And all I provide her is dick. I'm not teaching my children to get no job. Oh, God. But anyway. So, everything is mind. If you program damn, that was deep, bruh. Fuck. Jesus Christ. If you program your mind well enough or strong enough, well enough or strong enough, your physical circumstances won't matter. Because, they won't matter. I had to learn your mental programming of what you want. Like I said earlier about this, if the mental program is strong enough, the physical circumstances won't matter. You being a black person won't matter if the mental programming. Damn, that shit's fucking deep. Goddamn. Hard work isn't the key to success, because hard work isn't the key to success, because by law, it only equates to the law of action, which states you must do things and perform actions to achieve what you set out to do. So physical action is important, but if all is mental, right? Without the right mental programming, all action is null and void. Meaning, like, yes, every action is mental. Every action, mental or physical, is programming your mind to what you desire. But if you don't train the mind first, that's why this society we live in is so heavy on mental programming. Because if you don't program the mind, all action is null and void. So you could be taking the right action, right? But, quote unquote, but if your mind does not believe the end result, I'm not saying you ain't gonna get there, but you'll self-sabotage eventually. because you won't believe it. So I'm gonna give you a quick story, right? So this morning I was listening to because as you watch my content long enough, I'm a huge believer in mantra, um, and I was listening to a Krum mantra that's about sex and love, and I fell asleep early this morning after I woke up, and I dreamt about love. So, and when you first wake up, in the first 30 minutes of waking up, your subconscious, I forgot what brainwave it's in, but your subconscious mind is really open in the first 30 minutes of waking up. So that's actually a hack to change your life. If you really want to change your life, you really want to focus on what you do in the first 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes of bed. If you really want to change how you think, that's what you want to do. The first 30 minutes of waking up and the last 30 minutes, what you do can program your whole life. Which goes into 6, which is the mastery of man, but we're not gonna talk about that. You could even stretch it to the first 2 hours. The first 2 hours of your awakened state can change your. If you program it correctly, it can really change your life. So either mental or physical action is either strengthening the mental program that you have or weakening it. So I had to accept, like, let's say you want to make $1 million. The big M, right? Everything you do, meaning from what you say to what you do to who you hang around, will affect you making this $1 million. Everything you do is programming yourself to let's say this end result of $1 million. Everything, every little thing you do is affecting if you're gonna make that $1 million or not. All action is based on lies in the beginning. That's why they call it be lie, because believe is a lie in the beginning, and if you repeat it often enough, it becomes truth, even if it's complete falsehood, which is kind of crazy, but it's the truth. You only get in this world what you program your mind to have. You only, and that's to add to the first law. You only get in this world what you program your mind to have. You only get in this world what you program your mind to have. So, go to the link in the caption to book your session for your astrology chart. And that's for your astrology chart reading or life coaching session. But also, damn, that just came to my mind too. Fuck. God damn, I just lost my thought. But yeah, you only get in this world what you program your mind to have. No more, no less. And that's why with that statement, that means all physical circumstances, all past trauma do not matter. That sounds so crazy. And that's such a bold statement. But no physical circumstances, nothing that happened to you mattered if you know how to program your subconscious mind. And that doesn't mean you won't have challenge. That doesn't mean you won't have hardship. But eventually all hardship will disappear. And I think life can be very difficult because this world is not programmed for our highest good. It's not programmed for our highest mind. It's programmed for our lowest good, and we have to train ourselves to do it. It's like a training camp, I guess. So, click the link in the bio. Click the link in the description to book your astrology session. And that's why, yeah, that's what came to mind. That's why your moon sign is so important. Because as in Vedic, it says that's your mind. So I think literally like a Capricorn. But also, I would add, like, what I really resonate with in Vedic, my mind is of a Sagittarius. And this is very Sagittarian like. The business part of me is the Capricorn part.